Have you noticed that some of the most successful online companies are really good at using email to grow their business and bring people back to their websites? Well, to understand how to do that, I spoke with Justin Premick of Aweber. Aweber is a company that does software that allows you to send email out to a big audience. And here's some of the things that I learned from him. Why? He said most people don't understand why they should build a mailing list, so they don't put a priority on it. And here's why you should do it. If you just have a website, you're kind of hoping people remember to come back to it. But if you have an audience on a mailing list and you have permission to reach that audience by email, then you can keep telling them about your product, about your website, build your relationship, and then bring them back to your website. We also talked about incentives. Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, I've got to join a mailing list, right? So you've got to give them an incentive to join that mailing list. He looked at Mixergy.com and he actually said that I'm not giving people a strong enough incentive to join my list. I should either save my best interviews for people who join the mailing list or offer some other benefit for joining the mailing list, but I'm not doing enough. I asked you to tell me about some of the sites you're working on. Karina did. She told me about metalwoodcards.com, a site that offers metal business cards and wooden business cards. And when we looked at it, Justin suggested that you put a registration form, Karina, on your site asking people to join your mailing list because it's a tough concept to understand. Why would somebody who's had paper business cards for so long suddenly switch to metal or a wooden business card? It's hard to convince them on a first shot, but if you get them on a mailing list, you can share some of your best success stories with your audience. You can tell them about the person who closed a deal because his client remembered his wooden business card or his metal business card. You can talk about what you're up to at your company. You can give people a reason to come back. Justin and I also looked at foundmagazine.com. Found Magazine does have an email mailing list, but Justin couldn't find it, and he's an expert. So he suggested that Found Magazine either put their link to the email newsletter bigger or just put the registration form right on your homepage so people can see it or someplace where people can see it. The more visible it is, obviously, the more people are going to join your mailing list. So there it is, just some ideas from an interview that I did, and you can download right now off of Mixergy.com. Until next time, I'm Andrew Warner. Keep telling me about your company so I can bring them up in my interviews. I'm Andrew Warner, and I'll see you at a Mixergy event.